about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. When the stock market is volatile, how do you invest intelligently?
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. There's no need for you to be panicking in a market that goes up 800 points one day, 700 points, then it goes down again. All you need is good advice, need good direction. You don't get that from your CNBC and the Fox business and all these crazy shows. You don't. Here's what you get from them. Thank you, Jim Cramer. But this is something that this really bugs me. Listen to this.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What? Their responsibility is to their partners and shareholders and not to you? Check my site out, philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need the experience of Phil Grande at philsgang.com.
What a difference it makes in your financial life. philsgang.com. It works.
If you invest in the stock market, take a moment for this important advice.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You've got to stop listening to the fake business news networks because they tell you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear.
Phil Grande guides you step by step on investing.
You're going to know exactly what the tone of the market is. Do I sell? Do I not sell? Do I buy?
All you need to know is philsgang.com.
Check it out, philsgang.com, philsgang.com.
Phil Grande has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there with the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
The productivity numbers have been awesome. I've been expecting the productivity growth boom this decade, and I think it's already started. It started last year.
What the hell's he talking about? Last week, with all the manufacturing numbers that came in from all the different 11 sectors that the Fed control, overseas I should say, we had terrible manufacturing numbers, worst we've seen in years. And along with that, we got a productivity report which stated productivity is down over 70%. Of course it's down 70%. And they just come out and say something like that. That's insane. It's nuts. Also, which is interesting, we now have Powell. Remember what he said on 60 Minutes about the banking crises?
What is the likelihood of another real estate-led banking crisis?
I don't think that's likely.
Don't think so. So, at the same time he's saying that, you got Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, sitting in front of Congress, worried. That was on February 8th, yesterday, that she is concerned that the increased vacancy rates in commercial real estate, okay, she's worried about those. She's really about the high interest rates are creating some, here she says, quote, higher interest rates are creating some stress for smaller banks. Of course. We got 180 small regional banks that aren't solvent. The only reason why they're alive and staying alive and haven't gone upside down yet is because of the program that Powell put in place to make sure it wouldn't happen. The Bank Term Funding Program. So while he's saying, lying to 60 Minutes, then you got her in front of Congress saying the exact opposite, that she's worried about the commercial real estate, and she should be. $6 trillion is ready to go upside down. Now, not right away. It's between 400 and 600 billion that's due. At the same time, the banks, the regional banks, 180 regional banks who borrowed like 200 billion or 141 to 200 billion dollars from the Bank Term Funding Program, supposed to be paying it back in March, and they can't pay it back in March. They're broke. They can't. It's amazing, isn't it? How they just they think we're stupid. They just lie to us. You know, it's interesting today, if you go back and look at the rally we had in the stock market since October. Now, I'm not talking October 2022, I'm talking October 2023. Now, remember, before that rally to where we are today, it's about a 20% rally. Remember what happened? We rallied from the previous October 2022, not to be confused with October 2023, but 2022 to July 2023, yields were going up from 3% to 5%. And as they started to rally the market, which was incredible to think they would even rally the market with rates going up. When rates started to go up from 0 to 3%, the market dropped 30 or 25% between January 2022 to October 2022. So rates started to go up from 0 to 3%. The market collapsed 25%, but then the market starts rallying again from October 2022 up to July 2023, and on the way up, the rates were going from 3% to 5%. How could that be? And at the same time, March of 2023, we had the banking crises. The banks blew up. The regional banks blew up. Well, we found out what happened. They put a pool of money together, and the Federal Reserve put a pool of money together, and they had the 5 biggest banks buying Microsoft and buying Apple to keep the rally going. And that's how they got to that July 2023. But then it didn't hold. It couldn't hold. And it blew up and it pulled back 10%. And then from that October 2023 to where we are today, the rally went up. We rallied again. But we rallied 20%. But remember, it's NVIDIA that's doing all the heavy lifting now. The Magnificent Seven aren't so magnificent anymore. That's right. So NVIDIA was the big guy in the block. He did all the NVIDIA rallied 80%. 80%. Now think about, put NVIDIA in perspective. NVIDIA's market cap, or its value, if you wanted to buy it today yourself, go to your checking account and write a check. You have to write a check of $1.7 trillion. Only a few years ago, it was $100 billion. Now you got to pay $1.7 billion. But do you understand? If I take all the oil companies, the biggest oil companies, and put them together, Exxon and BP and Royal Dutch, all the big guys, put them together, do you know that one stock has more value of $1.7 trillion than the 30th biggest oil companies, including China's oil company? Is that amazing? 1.7 trillion. All the oil companies are 1.5 trillion, but that's about 35 oil companies. One stock. And people are just, the market will never come down again. That's the stock that drove the market from October of 2023 to where we are today. And if you pulled that stock out, we would have never had the rally. Now, behind it, the second best stock was Meta at 67%. And then Amazon drops to 47%. And then everything else. Google's only up 24%, Microsoft 29%, Apple 14%, Tesla's negative. Whoa, wait, that's a big difference than it used to be. So at the bottom line, you got two stocks driving the market. Really, the one big one is NVIDIA. Now, the point is, for all the people who are buying at the very top of the stock market, if you're buying today, the S&P, you got to ask yourself something. If you didn't get in early, we got in on November 13th, 2023. We got in on November 14th as well. But if you didn't get in back then and you're going to get in today, you got to ask yourself, wait a minute. The big money managers, I'm talking about the big guys, the people who are responsible for the pension funds, like the California $475 billion Public Employee Retirement Fund, or the Auto Workers Fund, $257 billion Auto Workers Fund, or the largest college endowments, like who manage the largest college endowments, like Harvard at $51 billion, or the guy that manages Yale at $41 billion. Or the teachers' pension fund at $3 trillion. Are they going to continue to stay in the market? Are they going to stay in? See, that's the risk you're taking. Are they that dumb? Are these money managers that dumb that knowing NVIDIA is masking all kinds of problems in the stock market, never mind the breath is so bad, are they going to risk all of that? You got to ask yourself that question. Remember, NVIDIA, by being up 84%, whatever it was, 80%, you got to understand that's masking all the rot in the stock market. And there's plenty of rot. I'm not just talking about the bad breath in the stock market. I'm not talking about rigging of stock buybacks. I'm talking about a real problem. I'll talk about that problem when we get back. Join my gang free for 10 days. Please also help St. Jude.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What, are you nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grande can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
What does it take to be a successful investor in the stock market? Developing your skills and learning from an expert like Phil Grande and philsgang.com.
It doesn't have to be hard or complicated to learn how to invest in stocks properly. It's like anything else. You're going to golf, or you're going to learn how to play tennis, ski. You need to be with someone. Learn off of them, one-on-one. Now, that can be really expensive, cost thousands of dollars. But I have a program that you can join for 10 days free.
Go to philsgang.com and sign up for a free 10-day trial. Phil Grande has developed tools to teach you how to invest in stocks properly. Not only when to buy stocks, but how to sell stocks short.
85% of people in the market lose money. Get out of that group by just joining Phil's gang.
Now you can learn to invest like a pro with a pro, Phil Grande. Take advantage of this special offer for a free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Try it. 10 days free.
That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, it's interesting. Most people who are trading today in the market, investing in the market, they've never been through a crash. I mean, how many people, excuse me, I've been through the 1974 crash. That was one of the worst stock market downturns since the Great Depression. See, people don't understand what's going on. Or in 1987. Boy, I remember that. Everybody went out to lunch, came back from lunch. Black Monday, October 19th. And the market was tanking. How many people are in the market today? They can't even remember back then. They have no idea how that was caused. They have no idea what it did. And then, of course, we had the one that was the big one, the dot-com bubble. Dot-com bubble, that was in 2000. That was a hell of a collapse. And then we had, after that, we had the real downturn, was, of course, in October 2002. And then and they don't remember that, nor do they remember the financial crisis of 2007, 2008. That was a hell of a crash, too. All they remember, okay, is from 2008 to where we are today, stocks just don't come down. They just go up. And when they come down, they go right back up because the government makes them go up. And you'd be correct thinking that, because that's what's happened. The government has taken the market over. The government. Remember, if you take the Federal Reserve, that's a corrupt organization. They're there to service Wall Street. They're there to make sure that they gain wealth on Wall Street. They don't care about inflation. They could care less. So most people don't even understand how much rot is in this market. And when you're depending on a handful of stocks, they don't understand what breath, when you have negative breath, what that even means. And the other thing today, it's so much easier to keep a rigged market going because of the technology they have today. Going back to the 70s and 80s, and we didn't have the technology to keep the market running like that. Today, it's easy to keep this market. Matter of fact, back then, they used to kick the can down the road. Now, today, you don't need a road or a can. It'll just keep going up until the day it doesn't. And that's what makes this so bad. When you look at NVIDIA and think about that, one stock, a value of $1.7 trillion, what was it, 4 years ago, it was $100 billion? That's bigger than all, I'm not repeating myself, but it's amazing. That's bigger than all the biggest oil companies in the world. You put them all together, 30 of them. And this is one stock, has more value than 30 oil companies? Who would ever believe that 10 years ago, 5 years ago? You say, that's insane, that'll never happen. And one of the biggest rots that's in this market that the government is helping with is the pensions. the pensions, which the government now guarantees. That's going to take this market down big. Nobody's talking about it. No one's talking about it. We have a couple things that are going on that no one talks about. China, they're going to go. Are you kidding? It's over for China. And when China drops, we drop. So we got that sitting out there. So then, and then you take the pension funds that are sitting out there. Are you kidding? Biden just sent a check. Think about this. Biden just sent a check for $36 billion to the unions, the union workers. The same union Hoffa started, the Teamsters. $36 billion to shore up the retirement pension fund. Now, remember, the money is not in the checking account to write that check. He has to borrow it. Remember, every time they spend money, whatever they spend, 40% of what they spend, remember, they have to print and borrow. Creates more inflation. And you know, it's funny how where's the talk of the 3 rate cuts, the 6 rate cuts? That's all we heard. In fact, if you take this last rally, the 20%, 23% rally we have since October of 2023, most of this rally was because of the lie. They were going to have 3 to 6 rate cuts. People went crazy with that. 3 to 6 rate cuts. And then on top of that, the AI craze. So between the AI craze and 3 to 6 rate cuts, this whole rally occurred. From October, 23%. But one stock drove it. All right, I'll throw in Microsoft. I'll even throw in Meta. That's dangerous bad breath. There's about 8,000 named stocks that trade every day. 8,000. Meta is keeping it up. I mean, NVIDIA is keeping it up. Meta is keeping it up. Microsoft, that's it, all those stocks. Now, the pension's the real rot. Because remember, when he sent that $36 billion to shore up the union retirement pension fund, as I said, the government has to borrow that $36 billion, or at least 40% of it. But they don't borrow, they'll print. That's all inflationary. Now, I don't understand. Why are you and I have to be on the hook for $36 billion? We're the ones that are funding it. We're not part of the union. We're not part of the Teamsters. We have no pension. Most people have garbage 401ks with 22 hidden fees. 22 hidden fees. I'll never understand to the day I die. Why is it that, no, I shouldn't say I don't understand. I do understand. Why people stay with 401ks. When the market crashes, they can't do anything. They can sit there and keep losing money. Where if they're in the 401ks, they'd be making an average of 8 to 10% a year. You don't make that in a pension fund, but everybody thinks, oh, yeah, but I'm being matched. I'm getting a match. Match my butt. No. But the pension funds, we'll talk about that when we get back. This is going to be a problem. It will create a crash.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in a down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. What does it take to be a successful investor in the stock market? Developing your skills and learning from an expert like Phil Grande and philsgang.com.
It doesn't have to be hard or complicated to learn how to invest in stocks properly. It's like anything else. You're going to golf, or you're going to learn how to play tennis, ski. You need to be with someone, learn off of them, one-on-one. Now that can be really expensive, cost thousands of dollars, but I have a program that you can join for 10 days free.
Go to philsgang.com and sign up for a free 10-day trial. Phil Grande has developed tools to teach you how to invest in stocks properly. Not only when to buy stocks, but how to sell stocks short.
85% of people in the market lose money. Get out of that group by just joining Phil's Gang.
Now you can learn to invest like a pro with a pro, Phil Grande. Take advantage of this special offer for a free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Try it. 10 days free.
That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang, my gang members. We're doing well with IR. You can add to IR. Our color-coded chart's green. Okay, it's doing very, very nicely today. It's been doing nicely, and it's actually been doing nicely for a long time, but IR is nice engulfing today, so if you want to add to it, you can. And don't forget to put your stop in. Okay, so the problem with the market is with NVIDIA leading this whole market, which is crazy. It's up again today. Every day it's up. And people don't realize how dangerous that is because they haven't been through a market like that. Most people don't remember the dot-com days. Nobody remembers the dot-com days when the same thing was happening. A couple of stocks were dragging the whole market up. That's when you know you got a dangerous market. And the problem when you get a market like this, it hides all the garbage that's going on, all the nonsense. So going back to the pension funds. So if you take all these pension funds, as I said, pensions are in deep, deep, deep trouble because the guys on Wall Street are stealing from them. And when pension funds get really bad, we have a problem with our economy, big time, because pensions are huge, huge. Keeps our economy going. So Biden sends a $36 billion to shore the union workers' retirement pension fund. Now, we don't have $36 billion, so we have to borrow it or print it. But why are we, you and I, have to be on the hook for that? Interest is going to go up, inflation is going to go up because of what he did. But why are we part of we're not union, we don't have a pension. We have lousy 401ks, which are garbage. But, so think about it. You're sitting there with a 401k, and your neighbor's sitting there, he's a union worker. So your union worker, he gets a check. So he's sitting at home, waiting for his pension to come in. You got to go and work a second job. You got to work a second job. But you're helping him with a pension check. But you don't have a pension. This is how things are screwed up. What the hell is our government doing sending these companies, union checks? But they are. Because the unions own our leaders, own our Congress. And when a gal retirement fund falters again, the union leaders turn to their lobbyists. They go right to see Joe. They go right to the Socialist Democratic Party. And they get help again. And your neighbor's still sitting on his couch. But now you've got a full-time job, a part-time job. You don't see your wife because she's got a part-time. But he sits there, puttering around with his new motorcycle, his snowmobile or whatever. And you and your wife are out there 2 jobs, 3 jobs. This is crazy. So, yeah, 122,000 401k holders had to seek part-time jobs last year because their 401k, their retirement fund, is in the hole because of fees, hidden fees, 22 of them. They steal from you. Oh, they steal from the pensions too. Now, he may be sitting on his couch, but wait till he goes get retired. This is the good part. Now, the unions, the people, they have no idea what's going on, the people in the union, what's going on, how they're getting screwed so bad. Here's the problem. Wall Street executives are skimming billions of dollars in fees off these retirement nest eggs. Nobody knows it. Wall Street keeps saying, how do you think that, what the hell is his name? He ran for president. He worked for the Carlyle Group. How do you think Mitt Romney got so wealthy? Because he was one of these guys. He worked for the Carlyle Group. So these Wall Street executives are skimming fees off all this retirement money. Remember, all the cities, all the states, all the unions send all their money to Blackstone, Carlyle Group, KKR. There's about 12 of them. And they send them all their money to manage, to invest in private companies. Oh my God, what a scam. So, and they promise the fund managers, he doesn't know, the fund manager doesn't know the difference. So a smooth talking guy like Ken Romney talks to the fund manager, to the pension fund manager, and is assuring him the assets they're holding out there are worth millions more than they actually are. And so Romney and his crew, and all these, there's about 5-6 of these companies. All they do is keep stealing money. How do they steal it? Fees, huge fees. Pension fund managers are believing what they're telling them, that everything's fine. They're not paying attention. And guys like Romney and his firm are skimming. So in the end, the losses from these investments made by Wall Street, because they invest in garbage. They don't care. When they take the pension fund, so let's say you work for a city, you get a pension, and then Carlyle takes that pension money and they invest it in a small private fund, or they invest it into a company that they're going to break up and sell. They don't care if you make any money. It's their fees that come out of there first. So they're destroying your retirement. They're destroying your retirement system that supports millions of teachers and firefighters and first responders and all these people, union workers. So they're sitting at home now, think they're okay. This is great, man. Look, I'm getting a pension. They're going to lose it all. And Congress could stop it, but they don't. Why don't they stop it? They turn a blind eye to it. Because how do you think Mitt Romney got elected? Where do you think the money came from? And who do you think sits on these boards of Carlyle and Blackstone and the rest of them? All these congressmen, these senators, even President Bush, even his son, they sit on the board of directors of these companies that are stealing millions and millions and millions of dollars from the folks. When they leave Congress, they go work for KKR on their board, or they go work for Carlyle or Blackstone. And all the money funnels back to Washington. If they didn't do that, this would be stopped. But my point to you is that NVIDIA, when everybody's seeing the market going up every day, NVIDIA, every day it goes up. And everybody thinks, oh, that's the whole market. Wow. Like they look today and go, look at this today. Wow. NASDAQ's up again. Look at this. Wow. Everything's okay. When underneath, it's rot. But you don't have to worry about it if you know how to sell short as well as go long. Unbelievable, isn't it? It's just unbelievable. So I've been telling my members to stay in what we call power stocks. And we have some beautiful power stocks. These are stocks that have few sellers. There's few sellers around them. These are stocks that are making new highs. Big tech and non-tech stocks. And we've done terrific in these stocks. And to be safe, that's where you got to be. You got to be into especially the non-tech power stocks. Like Ingersoll, we were in that one. That's a beautiful stock. Or CSX Corp. Or GE. More when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, if you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Why are investors listening to Phil Grande of philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grande has some sound reasons you should join Phil's gang.
You know, when I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
You know, join our gang, and for 10 days it's free, and you'll learn what we call power non-tech stocks. These are stocks, very few selling, very few sellers in them, okay? Like CRH, or like Ingersoll IR, or CSX Corp, GE, Tenet Health Corp. These are the ones we're in. Caterpillar, EME, MCOR Group, American Express. These are all patterns that turn green on our color-coded chart. Remember what a chart does? My charts. I'm not talking about anybody else's charts. My charts. It takes all information in. It absorbs it like a big sponge. I don't care if it's information on puts and calls. I don't care if it's information on, if it's public information, government information. It doesn't matter. It all goes in, and then when it goes through the algorithm, it comes out. And it gives you the direction. And the direction is always correct. And these stocks I just went over, there's no sellers around them. The ones that has all the sellers around them are the 7 big tech stocks. You can see how they're starting to fall apart. Now, listen to this. So again, please join my gang for 10 days. It's free. You get all 3 charts. And if you don't stay with us after 10 days and you're making money for our knowledge, please help St. Jude. That's a pretty good deal. Here we go.
The state of this rally, whether it's too tech heavy, as some now say, it is actually worse than the bubble of 1999.
There is no question about that. No question. Because they've taken this to the extreme with AI and how they are financially engineering this rally. Are you kidding me? I mean, they've taken it to a science, to a perfection. I mean, it's unbelievable. Now, listen to this, what he says about that, right? So the tech rally, he's absolutely right about that. Now, listen to this.
Valuations aren't that much of a concern because we're seeing earnings acceleration.
No, you're not. You're not. What you're seeing is an acceleration. When you're talking about earning acceleration, when a company says, oh, we beat our estimates. We beat our estimates. All you hear, 82% of the companies report, we beat our estimates. They beat their own estimate that they put so low anybody could beat it. Our earnings are horrible. Yes, there's a handful of stocks that have great earnings. But overall, if you take the S&P 500, give me a break. July. Now listen to this. Earnings, right? Here's another one.
Are companies making money? 40% of Russell 2000 companies have negative earnings.
There you go. There you go. Someone's telling the truth. Someone's telling the truth.
I just think we should enjoy this. It's really very exciting, and I think a lot of the reason why.
Oh, it's exciting. Earnings are exciting. Let me ask you, what's so exciting when a record 5 million people are holding 2 jobs? A record. What, that's exciting? Or there's an increase in GDP of 1.5 trillion at the same time our debt increases 2 trillion? That's exciting? What are you, nuts? How's that exciting? Auto and credit card delinquencies. 27-year record, 27-year high. Average auto loans upside down by 8,000. Repossessions are up 21% over the last 12 months. That's exciting. Savings have dropped from 32% in 2020 back down to a normal of 8%, and then it dropped from 8% where savings now are negative. When you do disposable income, when you pay all your household bills, your taxes, your savings is negative. That's exciting. Credit cards, delinquencies are up 50%. 50%. I guess that's exciting. Household wealth has dropped 22%. 22% since 2020. I already went over the savings, how much they dropped. Yes, consumers are spending. I guess that's exciting. They're spending 2 times their income. And when they spend more than their income, they subsidize it with credit cards. And now we have a historic 68, almost 70% of credit cards aren't being paid off. They're rolling them over. We've never had that before. People have no savings, and their credit cards, they're not paying them off at the end of the year. It used to be about 28% would not pay their credit cards off. We've gone from 28% to near, 68, 70%. They keep rolling it over. Oh, I guess that's exciting. Let me tell you what's exciting. Join our gang for 10 days and you don't have to pay a penny. What's exciting is you get our 3 charts. Our 3 charts. They're color-coded. That's exciting. During your 10 days, you're going to learn how the market works. 99% of the people in the market don't understand how it works. They don't even know how the bond market correlates with the stock market. If you understand what the bond market's doing, you won half the battle because you're going to know which way stocks are going to go by simply watching the bond market. We're going to show you that. And then our color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to sell short. That's the key right there. That's the key right there. Exciting. Wow. I never heard of such stupidity. If it's exciting, then how come the debt resolution programs have increased 119% this year, 2022 to 2023? Went up 119%. And the buy now, pay later program is up over 42% in 2020. I guess that's exciting, isn't it? And household wealth is down by 11% since 2020. Come on, that's exciting. And since Biden took office in 2021, gasoline still is up 40% as of today. Groceries are still up 20%, rents up 23%, and used autos are up 25%. Are you kidding? No, that's not exciting. It's not exciting that we have all this inflation because the American COVID Rescue Plan, the Inflation Reduction Act, the omnibus bill, the Ukraine. Oh, by the way, they're taking money out of that Inflation Reduction Act and they're paying the pensions. That's how they're paying the pensions. So all these unions who are in a union and you're getting a pension, that's how they're doing it. They're sneaking it through the Inflation Reduction Program. Come on, this is crazy. And this economy has such breadth, it's so bad. There every two stocks, I was wrong by that. For every one stock, I said every two stocks go down, I was wrong. For every one stock, three stocks go down. Three stocks go down. But look, if you know how to read a chart, our chart, and you work right with us, you sit right there with us, on your computer, of course, you don't come to our office, and you're trading right with us. You're investing right with us. Nobody does that for you, for God's sakes. And then we got Yellen lying to us again. Yellen lying again. Remember, she's talking about inflation was transitory. Now she's starting to use that word again. Now, what nerve? The financial banking system right now, the little problem we have is transitory. No, it's not. We got a huge banking problem. Two things that nobody wants to admit to. We're worse off now in the tech stocks than we were in 2000, the dot-com bubble. We're much worse off now. Consumers have never been this much in debt, and never working two jobs. And all the jobs we're getting is garbage jobs. So what do? If you join our gang, you'll be making money being in the right stocks. And I'm telling you, in 10 days, you're going to convince yourself. It doesn't cost you a penny over 10 days. Free. At the end of those 10 days, I'll guarantee you, everyone does that. Everyone says, oh boy, why didn't I do this earlier? Why didn't I do that? I didn't have any idea how the market works. You got to be kidding me. I wish I knew that. And what people are really surprised at is power stocks. They never heard of power stocks. And then when you explain to them, when you have a stock, it's making new highs, and it has better than average volume, that means there's very few sellers around it. Where if you got a stock that was at 100, came back to 60, trying to go back up, you got all sellers. But those are the ones everybody's going to. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Remember, we stream on YouTube and Rumble.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.